Well, businesses across large parts of New South Wales and indeed right up and down the East Coast at the moment are calling for the government to extend support payments post-lockdown. They fear that when the lockdown ends and their funding stops, they'll not have the finances to keep going. Joining me live is Rod Williams from Near or Far Bus and Coach Travel, and he operates in the Blue Mountains. Rod, thanks so much for your time. What's your situation at the moment?
Thanks so much for having us, and thank you for taking an interest in us. The situation for us at the moment is we've already been grounded for the last 4 to 5 weeks at least. We're also finding that there's a trend for our industry. When lockdowns occur, it's 6 to 8 weeks before we can start trading again. And even then it can be in quite a partial capacity, so it might be the odd smaller job here and there, and it's certainly not enough revenue to keep maintenance, to keep drivers paid, let alone make a profit to feed the family or do other things that we need to do. There's just no certainty for us.
All right, Rod, let's go through this because you're obviously 30% down on revenue, so your eligibility for the business payment is not in question here.
We're at 100% at the moment.
Of course, so you'll get 40% of your payroll every week.
Yep.
And you don't have to pay staff, you just got to keep them on the books. They will get the individual payment. So how much are you getting a week, and is that covering your overheads?
No, see, at the moment, we've tried to apply for the Job Keeper package. That's not open yet, or it wasn't last night.
Hang on, sorry, because JobKeeper is not existent. So you're talking about the business support package, yeah?
Yeah, the new one, whatever the state one is, where
it's
they're trying
to keep up. I get it. So you tried to apply for that yesterday? Or
yeah, we have tried to apply for it, and the website was telling me it'll be open in late July. What we have applied for, and it said we were successful, is a $15,000 grant, which we're very grateful for, but that might last us 3 to 4 weeks to cover our base costs. After that, there's nothing there. And the other issue we've got is we're doing our best to retain our staff. This is an industry that's losing a lot of staff because of the uncertainty. In the last 17 months since the start of these pandemics, we've had 12 months off the road. And I understand the brutal nature that the guys in trucking and construction are feeling, the threat of losing their pay and livelihood for 2 weeks. It's a huge burden, but we've actually now heading for 12 months in that situation. And the buffer that we had from last one is just about gone, and now the decision we need to make as a family business, as a lot of other businesses are making the decision, do we get out now while there's still a bit of money in the bank to cover our debts and do something else and shut the businesses down, because we can't keep doing this. And if the lockdown did end in 2 or 3 weeks' time, any government support packages end is my understanding.
Yep.
And further to that, then we don't get to trade properly, if there's any confidence in the public, for another 6 to 8 weeks, if not longer.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Well, let me ask you. You say you've essentially been grounded for 2 months. Business has not been firing for that long. You've dipped into your savings. We're now back in lockdown. The lockdown that we're in at the moment is indefinite. So how do you pay your mortgage on your home and
we use an
pay
overdraft.
day-to-day expenses?
We run the mortgage off the overdraft, and that's out of our personal savings. We need to keep our drivers paid. They are part of our business and part of our Near or Far family, and it's not just me, it's a lot of other small private operators feel the same. So we are paying our drivers out of the business savings, which is for superannuation for myself or whatever we're using, because some of our drivers were not eligible for the $600 a week federal funding package. And I suppose that was a beautiful thing with JobKeeper, is we were able to give our staff some certainty and gave the business some certainty that we'd have staff at the end of our lockdown.
Right, okay. So why aren't your drivers eligible if you've put them off? They should be eligible for that individual payment.
Well, we've got an ageing workforce in the bus and charter game, and so we've got two of our staff that are on a part pension, a very small pension. I won't
Oh, right.
disclose what it is publicly, but because of that, they just can't get anything. So I feel it's pertinent that we help them be able to live. They've got to pay their rent, they've got to pay their food, and they've been loyal to us. And it's not their fault this is happening, but the time's going to come where not just my business, all the other smaller family-operated businesses I know have already had to stand their staff down. But the time will come where we will need to do the same. And then when things pick up, those of us who are left, we can't drive multiple vehicles at the same time. We need our staff. They're a vital part of our business.
Well, Rod, I wish I could tell you to get better and we knew what was going to happen, but you hold on and hopefully we've got some better news for you soon. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks so much for your time, and if I could just plead with the government, we've been asking you for over 18 months or 17 months to come and talk to us. Can you please talk to us, because we need some help. We're going to lose a lot of small family-owned businesses.
Rod, thanks so much. Good luck.
Thanks
We'll
for
speak
your time.
soon. We'll keep in touch with Rod Williams. He runs a business in the Blue Mountains and it's in transport, and he's just not operating at the moment, and it's been a very tough 12 months. It's just one of thousands, if not millions of stories right around the country at the moment.